Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about 4 amazing, slightly hidden gem, I think, citrus fragrances. Before we do that, in one of the recent videos I did a little segment with some video clips showing people how to apply a fragrance for different situations. And a few people have asked about a couple of other situations that I didn't cover, so let's just deal with that first. Okay, one viewer has said, I like to wear fragrance in the office when I'm at work, but I like to, it doesn't last all day, I like to reapply at some point during the day now and again really. Is it okay to do that, do you think, without making myself look a bit odd to my colleagues? It's fine, you can do it. The key is just to apply that fragrance in a discreet way. I would normally do it something like this. Okay, so the next question I've had was about the gym, and one viewer has said, I want to smell okay, fresh and clean in the gym. Some of my gym clothes, because I've used them a lot, even if I wash them, they've got a little bit of a musty smell from all the sweating that's gone on. Particularly my socks seem to smell really sweaty however much I wash them. Is there anything I can do to kind of fix that problem when I'm in the gym? So yes, there is a way you can do something about that. I would suggest that you apply fragrance something like this before your workout. Okay, so I hope that helps with that one. And finally, one viewer has said, I've heard that some people like to apply fragrance by spraying a cloud of the scent and then walking into this. Other people that I've seen online say it's not a good idea. Is it a good thing or not? Well, the answer to that is it depends. Yes, it can actually work really well, but the key is how you do it. So you've got to spray the fragrance in the air, and then it's all about the way that you move through the cloud. And the correct way to do it is like this. Okay guys, so I hope that helps with those queries. Let's have a look at these fantastic citrus fragrances. First of all, very briefly, I do have a code for you guys, Smelly10, for the website executiveshaving.co.uk. They have a fantastic range of shaving products, but also some really great citrus and other type of fragrances. One that I've banged on about quite a bit, I'm on my second bottle, Farina, a superb citrusy, slightly spicy, powdery, barbershop scent, like the best Turkish barber scent ever. Ridiculously cheap. I think it's under £15 or something for 100 and something mil, 125 mil. Superb stuff. There's a link in the description. Smelly 10 gets you 10% off. Okay, so let's get into the list proper. So, a Creed fragrance first, known as the Masters of Citrus by many people. Before we get into this actual subject, the citrus thing, let me know in the comments how you feel about citrus fragrances. I'm a real citrus aromatic fragrance fan. I love the smell of lemons and limes and floral tones mixed with that to make me smell really fresh and zesty. I absolutely love it. A lot of people, though, I do see are sort of like, well, I don't really love citrus fragrances because it just smells like bathroom cleaner or floor cleaner or lemon pledge and this kind of stuff. So I kind of take the view that, in fact, citrus is one of the most classic perfume styles that's been going longer than almost any other in European perfumery. And really, it's the cleaning products that try and borrow some of that idea. Citrus just smells nice and it masks maybe other bad smells in the air. So I'm fine with citrus and the lemon lime kind of thing, where it might be somewhat similar to your bathroom cleaner. It doesn't bother me, but let me know what you think about that in the comments below. I think there can be complexity, there can be fantastic perfumery going on with very citrusy smells, but not everyone agrees. So for me, a really great recent discovery and purchase, or at least a recent purchase, has been Royal Water from Creed. This is a superb, brilliant, unique citrus aromatic scent from the masters of the fresh fragrance. They've got so many good ones. This was a 1997 release, and I believe it was somehow connected with what they were calling the new generation of the British royal family. I know Princess Diana passed away that year, so I'm not sure if there's any link with that. Anyhow, don't forget, if you'd like to join the Smelly Army private members club over on Patreon, there's a link in the description to do that. It costs just $2 a month, and you get an extra video from me every week, plus you get to watch everything I've already uploaded, and I'd love to see you in there. The note listing for this one, you've got bergamot, lemon, mandarin, lemon verbena, clementine and peppermint, crucial note there. There's also cumin, basil, black pepper, ambergris and musk. So a really, really nice musky, fresh citrus combination. A lot of people have talked about a little bit of a musky undertone. I'm talking about a kind of a white musk, a clean, crisp, white type of musky note with a sort of hard to pin down citrus opening, and then, crucially, this beautiful minty, leafy note that really is the unique feature of this fragrance. It's crisp, it's bright, it's got this little herbal twist of the greenness of that mint, and there are some other kind of herbs and spices there in the mid, which are just very, very subtle. It's a very delicate smell, very, very crisp and very, very beautiful. Performance is actually, I find, okay. I'm notoriously a little bit forgiving about a performance on fragrances. It's not a real beast mode strong fragrance, so you might need to apply quite heavily. But I think it's a real hidden gem from Creed. You can obviously find a load of citrus fragrances from this house, you know, your Millésime Imperial, your Neroli Sauvage, Erolfa, all of which I really like, but Royal Water for some reason doesn't seem to get much hype. It's absolutely stunning stuff, very, very unisex and beautifully done, just exquisite and slightly unique. Highly recommended, a new favourite for me. Looking forward to spring. By the way, of course, it's now the mid of winter here. I don't care, I'll wear citrus anytime, but particularly appropriate in spring and summer when fresh things are perhaps what we crave more in our sense. Okay, now my next selection, that of course rather an expensive niche fragrance. Next one, a real affordable gem, Boucheron Pour Homme, 1991 release. I've got the Eau de Parfum version. I haven't tried the Eau de Toilette, but I believe it's kind of pretty much the same scent, just a different concentration. Tell me if I'm wrong. So wonderful, it's classed as citrus aromatic fragrance. It's got a bit more to it than just that, this one. So it's the least citrusy of these citrusy scents, but it does have a brilliant citrusy opening. I'll rattle off the notes really quickly, bear with me guys. Lemon, lemon verbena, bergamot, lavender, orange, basil, can't read my own writing, mandarin, rose, lily of the valley, orris root, oak moss, vetiver, incense, sandalwood, musk, benzoin, amber and tonka. So a really complex kind of old school citrus aromatic fragrance. If you like things like Armani's Eau Pour Homme or YSL's Pour Homme from 1971, you may well enjoy this. I picked it up for around about £30 for a 100ml bottle. Love the brilliant bottle design from the jewelers, Boucheron, and you may not be able to afford any of their jewellery, but you should really check out this fragrance if you like your old school gentlemanly type fragrances, which you guys will probably know I'm a big fan of. But this one, it has that old school oak moss green, just slightly kind of piney, almost a hint of an animalic tone, leathery kind of rugged undertones vibe, but with an accent on a really, really bright, beautiful citrus opening. That means it does give you that juicy, vibrant, green, zesty thing that I really crave a lot of the time in my fragrance openings. So really beautiful fragrance, Boucheron Pour Homme, and it's just a recent pickup for me. So happy I did an unboxing video on this one too. Check it out guys. Performance on this one, medium, not stunningly great, not terrible at all. Mine's a modern version. I guess there's vintage, but I'm happy enough. I just spray a lot if I'm not getting the performance I want. It's simple. Okay, now here's another really good one. Now the previous two were just so-so in performance. This one, very, very strong in performance. That's hard to achieve with citrus fragrances because inherently the molecules of citrus fruits don't hang around in the air very long. This one has kind of bucked that trend a little bit though. It's Mancera's Lemon line, a 2014 release, and it's a really, really beautiful candied sweets with citrus, maybe candied lemon or candied lemon and lime sweeties vibe with this one, which is, I just find it beautiful. Note listing officially, you've got lavender, lemon, orange, geranium, white flowers, amber, oak moss and white musk. So it's crisp, it's clean. There's a hint of this sweetness. I definitely think a candied fruit vibe and very long lasting freshness. Definitely with this one, it might be the one where you feel it reminds you a little bit of the things that you spray in the bathroom or that kind of thing. So beware on that one. It doesn't have an exquisitely crisp, natural smelling citrus as some of these others do, but that's the price you pay. It is a nice kind of synthetic representation of citrus mixed with some sort of synthetic musks, maybe some ambroxan and things that make it perform. And it's really, really pleasant. It lasts extremely well. Sillage, just okay, but a real, real good one when you want a little bit of clout to a citrusy fresh fragrance. It'd be a great office fragrance or something like that. Really like Lemon line from Mancera. Okay, so my fourth choice is one I have mentioned a few times on the channel now. It's Farina 1709 Eau de Cologne. First release, can you believe it, in 1709, way back. And Jeremy Fragrance did a great video a while back, I'm not sure if it's still up, where he talked about how good this fragrance is. So it was reputedly, I think it's kind of verified as true, the first Eau de Cologne, because it was created by an Italian immigrant who came to the city of Cologne in Germany and created this perfume supposedly to recapture his memory of the beautiful flowers and flora and fauna and fruits of Italy. Maybe I think like a spring morning after the rain has fallen and brought up some of the smells of nature. And it brilliantly does that. Superbly invigorating stuff. Eau de Cologne, so it's a kind of low concentration of fragrance oil. Actually, I find it, again, moderately okay in performance. I do spray a hell of a lot when I wear it, but it's not pathetic in performance by any means. But if you're into your performing frags and your beast mode, then you might feel let down. Famously, apparently worn by Napoleon Bonaparte, the French emperor, and he apparently used to get through like a huge bottle a day. And I'm not surprised, because it smells beautiful, but it may not be the longest lasting thing ever, but I think it's not terrible. So again, you're just looking at really natural smelling, really zesty lemons, limes, bergamot, that ubiquitous fruit that's in so many things. There are some white floral kind of tones in here, but it's never feels grandma-ish, or it doesn't actually smell old-fashioned at all. You know, it could be a more modern Galan release or something like that, I think. And it's really exquisite, beautiful stuff, fresh out of the shower, that kind of vibe. Farina Oud Cologne, wonderful piece of history, because it's kind of the oldest fragrance brand in the world, arguably. If you like things like 4711, also a historic German cologne, or Neroli Portofino from Tom Ford, Galan Imperial, Eau de Cologne Imperial. It's in that kind of ballpark, but it's got its own unique features. And right now, kind of my favourite of that bunch. I like it better than 4711, and it seems to perform better for me. It is not dirt cheap though, more like a designer fragrance price. Farina 1709. Guys, let me know if you tried any of these and what you thought about all that. There is a link, remember, for Smelly 10 executive shaving code down there for your discount if you're in the UK. Thank you for joining me. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project. Bye-bye.
So I find this fragrance shockingly good.
Smelling good.
Yeah?
Yes, it's good. It's fresh. I like it.
I really like this scent. I think it smells super sexy and very masculine.
It's so smooth, and there's a creaminess that's from the vanilla. It's so smooth and classy. It's a smooth golden fragrance with a rolling heart of freshness.